So I watched every episode of the Patrick Star Show's first season. If you missed the first two videos, go watch them first, but otherwise let's get into a lot of episodes of this interesting show. Hey! Patrick goes back in time to when Grandpat was young, to live through his histories and not have to listen to them.
You're too big for us.
Hoops is in this episode, and I had no idea he existed as an alias of Old Man Walker before that episode.
Hold on to your hats.
I like how no one else knew that either, cause this episode came out like before, and when I made my video on We Love Hoops, not a single comment mentioned this one, cause like no one watches the Patrick Star Show. The black and white in this episode is alright, and it fits with the haunted house plot pretty well. How is Old Man Jenkins old here, but Old Man Walker is a kid? Patrick's kid design is kinda cute at least.
Security system.
They used the Space Madness theme from Ren and Stimpy, and
No, you don't get to. You don't get to do that.
Cupid kids will never die.
this ending is dumb and dumber. This ending is dumb, like why are they so old? Like ain't no way Mrs. Puff is older in this show than the normal show.
Me, Patrick Keemstar!
I thought he said Keemstar for a second. He reduced the intro and there's some pretty good switch ups.
This me Cave's sister!
The visuals are good already, like I really like how the cave looks. Slappy is here though, so minus points, he don't look good. Patrick interviews fire, which is a good gag to be honest, and the fire alarm is also good. There's some very creative stuff in this episode already. I don't really care for seeing Patrick's fake mom's back, like close up though. There is a tiny village of like bugs or something, and the prehistoric goofy goobers, it's just cool stuff everywhere. Can't escape Bubble Ass anywhere. Patrick thankfully beats him up and throws him off screen. Grandpat tells Cave Patrick a story about him being a cell, and there is yet again just good stuff with him eating cells that form together into the dirty bubble. Grandpat eats some stuff and then evolves, getting up on land, kinda like Spore.
Who's the higher life form now?
This is Spore the episode, and I can't complain about that. Their volcano house erupts and Patrick flies away. Then the episode ends with the cave family being stuck in tar as the real fake family goes to see them in a museum. I enjoy this one a lot actually, like more stuff like this, please. This episode starts with Patrick and Squidina playing Ouchie and Pink Eye. I remember their names now. While the real Ouchie and Pink Eye are doing the camera work. Krabs tries to change the channel, but Old Man Walker or Hoops or whatever says these stories are all he lives for. That might be the target audience for this show. Krabs decides to advertise on the Patrick Star Show, and Plankton, who's spying on him, hears this and wants to do it too.
Hey, whoa!
I thought that was gonna be part of Plankton's scheme or something, but nah, bro just got eaten. Next, Patrick gets a message from his man on the streets.
Man on the street! Thanks, Patrick. No!
To be fair, funnier than anything in the entire 40 minutes of Creepaway Camp. Next, Patrick invites his new sponsor to talk.
New sponsors!
Thanks, Patrick. That's right, kids.
Squidina starts freaking out over this since Plankton already paid her to do, like, sponsors for the show, and Patrick does some math.
That's great! 3 times the money!
Patrick might actually just be better in this show. I don't know if it has to do with the board covering his face, but that joke wasn't delivered like as obnoxiously like it always is in the main show now.
Comes with a receipt that doubles as a napkin.
Plankton jumps on stage and gets stepped on by crabs. The two start a little back and forth, just hurting each other and trying to steal the spotlight.
Maybe we should stop that?
I got this.
See, that again was a pretty funny line delivery combined with Patrick's expression. It wasn't him all out screaming after food or something.
And the chum bucket where
You can toss your tray!
Patrick stops them to say it's time for Captain Quazar, something I've been wanting to see more of in this show, so I'm excited.
Quasar in the Padiverse Paradox.
I think one of the reasons I like this in-universe show from the start is because it's just something different.
Patron, the radar has detected a new planet.
This episode so far is not different at all. A rivalry between crabs and plankton over their restaurants, like, come on, that's why it's great to see this. I think it also helps that this reminds me a lot of Commander Hoek and Cadet Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, and I'm a sucker for space shows.
Rocks made of kelp buns. A butter let us fly.
Patrick starts eating everything with his rotor blade mouth thingy, and then Plankton pops out of nowhere to start controlling him. Plankton forces the program to change into Pata Hapless instead, telling us to watch this shameless product placement.
Fresh off his latest misadventure at the Hapless.
And here we yet again got something I've been wanting to see more of. The art style of this world is one of the best I've seen in like any cartoon.
Poison patties with extra pay!
Gotta give it to them. This is a really creative way of taking this advertising plot that I did not see coming. Creativity is what this show has over the main show in like tons.
But I service you to an early grave!
Pat says he's doomed due to being too weak from hunger, but then the powerful wizard Plankton rides in on a seahorse.
Me used to eating dead things, but that stinks!
Plankton tells him to eat it up to get super strength, and after some force from the magical bucket, Patrick transforms. Patrick glazes Plankton a bit, and then they start getting crushed as Krabs takes the role, like the role playing, a bit too serious.
Patty destroyed your dumb big chum show!
There's now lots of customers waiting outside both of their restaurants, but no one is there to work.
You could be the new Krusty Krab mascot!
No.
The two start fighting again while missing out on endless money back at their places. Plankton tricks Patrick into singing a Chum Bucket jingle.
The chum bucket, truck it on over to the chum bucket!
The last SpongeBob song I heard was in British, so I take anything to be honest. Krabs crushes Plankton with the piano and takes over.
Spend your money at the Krusty Krab, spend your money!
Plankton returns and is immediately crushed again, as the two are now just straight on fist fighting, dragging Patrick and Squidina into it, knocking them out of their own show. Squidina gets an idea from this and they run away as we see people are watching the Krusty Bucket show, which is just Krabs and Plankton fighting.
You leave my daughter out of this!
Unfortunately, Slappy comes in to make a special delivery of the show's first sponsored video, as they've completely switched now.
Drag yourself down to Patrick's Jelly Rock Shack!
Everyone is eating rocks with jelly on them, perfectly symbolizing the concept of supply and demand or something.
Not responsible for shattered teeth.
This one surprised me. I was not really feeling it, but as soon as Captain Quazar started, I feel like it really picked up and had many fun switch-ups. Lady Upturn pops up to say she's offended, which I think is her catchphrase. I kinda don't like her character whatsoever. I think the archetype is just annoying from the ground up. That explosion caught me off guard actually. Squidina tries catching Patrick, but somehow it's actually Slappy who lands on her. Patrick finds Lady Upturn's purse, which is full of money, gold and jewelry. He don't care though and focuses on a letter.
You!
Oh, that means it's for you!
It's an invite to King Neptune's ball tonight. Isn't Squidina supposed to be smart though? Like, I know I'm just on season 1, but that seems like kinda her whole thing.
Family, if we're going to a fancy party...
Shit, I forgot about the rest of the family. They weren't in the last episode and I didn't even think about that because it's like impossible to be missing them.
Are we going shopping?
Yeah, shopping!
Patrick goes back to old France and joins a king or something, just stripping bro and throwing him back in.
Resistance! Voila!
Wow!
Next Bunny gets like, I think, old Egyptian clothes. They all get their clothes. Grandpat becomes a Nazi or something. I don't know, my interest in this episode is pretty much non-existent at this point. The sky looks beautiful. I thought it was in space for a second.
No invitation, no entry.
But I...
Lady Upturn tries to get in, but she can't, and the Patrick family enter with her invites.
Alright, stars! This is a very classy event.
They go around being very unfancy, of course clashing with the fancy folks. It's not very interesting. Lady Upturn is still trying to get in and gets licked by Tinkle, who wasn't allowed in either, and they decide to team up. The old folks are yapping about how they killed different animals, and Grandpat goes in to tell them they should go hunt them right now. The camera stayed on that guy for like 10 seconds as well. Bro is dead. Next, Patrick's parents keep being annoying.
I got it!
Lady Upturn sneaks in with a gold-painted Tinkle and exposes Patrick to King Neptune, who's back for the first time in like very long.
The invitation was for you. I mean, me.
He likes Patrick from his show, so it backfires and they transport the party to the Patrick Star family house again.
I am your biggest fan!
This episode was a big step down from the last two. I did not like this one at all.
Leftover breakfast! And we're having the best...
Patrick's dad doesn't eat any of Patrick's spaghetti and instead eats old lasagna from his mustache.
And a cup of leftover chowder!
What a fun new character. Patrick gets big time jealous cause his dad and grandpat and even his mom all got mustaches and he don't have one.
Generations of star men, women, and beyond.
Some pretty cool visuals here, although the concept isn't really gripping me right now. Might just be last episode's leftovers.
How do you pronounce this? Cousin Fred. Oh, makes sense.
The dad dips and leaves Patrick unsupervised, so Patrick does an evil laugh and puts on a mustache and a matching outfit. He keeps trying different ones and changing his whole personality with them. It's decently entertaining, at least the dad is gone. He has now tried every single one of them, except this one his dad told him to never touch, and it turns him evil when he puts it on. He ties them to a railroad while Squidina complains that's unoriginal. Go check on the main show and apply that there, please.
Rube, what are your thoughts on trains?
He loves trains, and so Evil Patrick ties him to the railroad as well before going to get more people. Patrick's dad comes to the rescue and they have a whole big fight with their mustaches on a moving train. He cuts Evil Patrick's mustache off, turning him back to normal, but now he has to stop the train before it runs over everyone.
Amazing!
He succeeds. This one was like, okay, I guess. So Patrick is doing some gardening special in his show and ends up dragging up a magical living root named Schmandrake.
I found a talking vegetable. Can I keep him?
This root says he will grant a wish to the person that becomes his favorite, so now they all start dick riding.
More pie?
We get to see everyone's wishes, with Grandpat wanting the world to get nuked so he can be alone, and Patrick's dad wanting to be on fire.
Thanks, Mandrake.
His mom wants to clean or something. I don't know, she's so boring. Patrick can't even come up with a wish. Schmandrake is now really big and fat and is being annoying, taking advantage of the family. I mean, I don't like them either, so I don't really feel bad.
Can I get that wish now?
They cook Schmandrake by accident, and then Patrick eats him slightly. Then Squidina is very stupid.
I wish we never found you in the first place.
I did not like this episode. It was very annoying. I never liked this kind of plot. Housewarming type beats. Patrick gives his dad a heart attack for Father's Day, and he got him a mug as well. Grandpat is annoying to everyone's surprise and starts fighting Cecil for saying he won all the awards or something, which gives Patrick an idea to host an award show.
Good idea, Patrick. People always tune into award shows.
Yo, she's not lying. I've been thinking about hosting some type of SpongeBob award show livestream where you can vote for episodes and stuff. Don't know if it's gonna happen though.
More cameras, more spotlights.
There's gotta be like 3 characters in total from the main show that hasn't appeared in this one. Not that I care about background characters, they can replace his whole family with those for all I care.
Who put a bowl of chunk?
Squidward's grandma is dreaming about Abraham Lincoln, and as a non-US citizen, I can't comment on it if it's funny or not. I know he freed the slaves, so that's good.
Spotlights everywhere.
The story award starts and Patrick starts singing, and gotta give it to Bill, bro has a good voice for this kind of singing.
Nighttime. It's when the stars come out.
Can't really show any of it, you know, the main reason this video is coming out so long after the last one is that I have PTSD from the copyright on that one.
Word song! Huh?
Squidward's grandma is being unfunny and she decides she's gonna destroy the award show so she can get an award. It makes sense.
Granola.
See, the show can be funny, but it's like literally only Patrick. Almost like creating a whole new family of unfunny characters wasn't really necessary.
Nosferatu biting me!
Wait, isn't that the guy from Graveyard Shift? Whoa, wait, I did this joke already. I think I did it in another video.
We ran out of envelopes, so let's spin the winner wheel!
Patrick kills Slappy, which I think I support. Like, he's not the worst, but he's not good either, so whatever.
Paint's still drying. Medic!
Like legit, these are some decently funny scenarios that Patrick creates. but I can't get past how I only like this show when the camera is on him.
Cave Patrick? Or Dr. Plankenstein's castle!
So this is Patrick presenting the award for the best cutaway segment, and I like stuff like that as well. All the cutaway segments have been good, and I'm hoping to see more of them. I vote for Pat the Hapless though, those backgrounds are just too good.
We're nominated for a reward!
This one is my least favorite one, but it's still better than the actual show, so I like the art style and concept.
Award shows are for lame brains and lunkheads.
They win, and now Plankenstein has to use his 2D dimensionalizer to turn them from 3D to 2D to be able to enter the world of the show, which is pretty creative. That was good. They float down to the stage to accept the award, but they start fighting about who's gonna accept it. Bro, I really don't fuck with Squidward's granny in this show. Old people in modern SpongeBob, or even just parents in modern SpongeBob, are always made as the most insufferable characters. I'm looking at you, Momageddon.
Hey! Do you have an ID badge?
Bro is fortunately for her brain damaged and gives her his badge, so now she can kick him out. Please cut back to Patrick.
Best stunt goes to...
Patrick wins that award, and it's pretty deserved. Squidward's granny thankfully gets crushed and then burned by the lights.
Please cry now. Zed the zombie.
Now he honors the deceased, and he actually said a couple of funny lines right before that. It was like him saying words wrong, but he had a good delivery.
Why am I up there?
That joke was good, but not good enough to make up for how they put Nosferatu up there again, like he was just in the last award.
Whoever wins this award is gonna have a blast.
Can you guess what the joke is? This one was like the most obvious one I've seen in this show. It had like a 30-second setup as well, like damn.
Well, goodness.
She says some unfunny stuff and then explodes along with the whole house, as we get the view of the neighborhood that I don't think I, at least, have seen before. I'm so behind on this show.
So, what'd you think of the show?
The audience seems happy.
This one was alright. Some good, some bad. Definitely better than the last few though.
In celebration of Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving and they're doing the thing from the episode that forgot to have dialogue. I'm putting this as the thumbnail for sure.
Captain Quazar!
Thanks, like, I was not getting very excited about the actual episode from that start, and Captain Quazar is actually good.
Yes! Rock beats scissors! I win!
He's getting a peace treaty signed by winning in rock, paper, scissors, while Patron is on his way out for a vacation and presses the wrong button.
What the? Huh?
This is pretty messed up, but decently funny. Captain Quazar gets into the escape pod with Patron as their ship explodes.
We've arrived on a strange alien world.
Yo, so wait, are they just gonna be watching this for the whole episode? I'm not complaining at all, like I said, these are better than the actual show.
Patron, welcome home, son!
Aight, but now it's just gonna be the same things, but robots. Didn't y'all get enough from the like triple episode about this?
Steam powered too!
Now it's just a robot torture of Quazar, and as he tries to get out, he falls in love with Patrick's cousin. No, Patron's cousin. Who cares?
Stay a little longer.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not mad about them cutting back, cause that cutaway segment fell off so hard.
Family units, initiate Blorps giving dinner.
Damn, now I don't want to watch either of these storylines. They do robot jokes for like a while until Grandpat Robot tries to drown the cousin.
I must save her.
Quazar saves her, and that is enough for her to love him, so now the two are getting married. It was just to switch her into wedding clothes, but then it gets scary as she says that now it's his turn in a distorted voice.
Can't take my head off.
I don't see what the big deal is.
Good cutback. W. Patrick as usual, he's carrying his own show so hard, which makes sense. It is his show after all.
We have other methods.
The evil robots chase him down as he tries to escape in what he thinks is a car, but it's just a robot. Just a wait. He is saved by the Saladrian Empire, who wants to capture Captain Quazar, who's basically like a war criminal at this point.
You do know we're going to execute you, right?
Nah, that's crazy. Is it just me, or is this show getting away with more stuff than the main show? I'm guessing cause general audiences kind of don't care about the Patrick Star show. Salad Boy falls in love, and even though the cousin Scan says incompatible, she says they can make it work, so now Quazar is off the hook.
Good man, Patron. Next year, we'll visit my family.
Next year I'm hoping the cutaway segment don't include the family we are cutting away from.
Time to get you changed for the wedding.
Salad Man gets executed by the robots and the ship flies away.
One for dessert salad?
I would be more scared by robots than anything after that, but yeah, this one was mid. I did not care for it. Patrick is doing some pretty nicely animated stunts on a motorcycle. I like the backgrounds here, it's something different. Patrick accidentally hurts himself trying to open a pickle jar. I was very surprised that they didn't reference Big Pink Loser, but they might not even know that that episode exists with the track record of modern SpongeBob. That's pretty good. Squidina goes to get Patrick a stunt double, so they don't lose their pickle sponsorship. Gotta keep that one.
With the same clothes on, you guys might as well be twins.
Unfortunately, she hires an annoying character to be Patrick's stunt double. Maybe Grandpat can redeem himself, let's see. That's alright. This concept is pretty fun. I like it overall when they lean into I like it when they lean into the show in a show aspect, and I'd rather have Grandpat here than his parents, to be honest.
Time for deathmatch!
Patrick boxes against the sea bear, and here I also like the coloring of the backgrounds. It's actually crazy how much better this show looks than the other two shows, basically just from its color palette. Or Camp Coral has other problems, to be fair. Grandpat sabotages the blow sound thing, so now Squidina can't use it, which means that Patrick is in some big trouble. As Perch commentates Patrick being torn to shreds, Squidina manages to fix the thing, although Grandpat is hard to wake and the sea bear falls asleep.
The winner is Patrick!
Grandpat starts taking Patrick's place in all the good situations too, and as his family surprises him for his birthday, Grandpat replaces Patrick.
Fire's dangerous!
The writing is not very good in my opinion. One of the show's biggest problems for me right now is how much I dislike his family, and Grandpat is just written as an asshole that's annoying to watch.
Happy birthday, son. We love you.
Like, this plot would actually work so much better if Grandpat was forced into being Patrick's stunt double, and then you could actually sympathize with him. I think that's similar to some other episode. Oh, which episode am I thinking of? I'm just gonna keep recording while I'm thinking, and I can cut out all the thinking, so it looks like I got it in shorter time.
Fine, take my bed. I don't care.
Patrick is not doing too well, and now Grandpat has replaced him, even on like introducing his show.
That's Patrick Star right there. I know him. Patrick. I've seen him before. That's the guy.
That's pretty funny, to be honest. Grandpat is doing the coconut bit, and Slappy gives Patrick an idea to become the stunt triple, which is pretty funny.
Stunt double.
And I'm the stunt triple.
They do the thing from the beginning again with the motorbike, and they have a decent concept here with them freezing each other. This results in them somehow getting fused together after an explosion and ending up in a pickle jar. This one was okay. Patrick is really hungry, so he uses everything in here to make a giant sandwich, as his show is starting with a pet makeover segment. He transitions this into a doctor segment where he's gonna perform surgery on his own stomach, or actually he gives the chainsaw to Squidina. It's a fake out where Patrick just gets this key to open his stomach while being very naked, and he gets punched.
What's the big idea? Shoving this into me.
So I'm guessing this is his stomach. His other organs come out as well, which is gross, but not too gross. And Patrick collapses, of course, without his organs. Because I don't think you can function without them.
At least I still have my brain.
Patrick now weighs so little that the wind grabs him and makes him fly away, being used as many different things.
Smooth sailing.
That actually scared me, shit came out of nowhere. Next we cut to the organs driving a getaway car after robbing a bank. It's fun is over. Can't keep his fat ass in every episode of Modern SpongeBob. He and his butt gotta be in all 3 shows.
I feel so alive right now.
They see a club, and I like this shot. I think the contrast with the background colors is great, like big shout out to the background artists. Again, this show can be gorgeous.
What's happening?
Patrick is being used for cleaning by his very likable and very wacky mom. Honestly, I take Janet or Margie at this point. Patrick is doing stuff, clearly. He's replacing his organs with household objects, or kinda like everything he can find, and now he looks like this. This show has potential, why do you do this? We cut to the club where the organs are jamming out until a suspicious guy shows up to take them to the VIP lounge. Nah, that's actually crazy. This guy, who I thought was a robber, is actually a butcher who I'm guessing is dealing in human organs. Like, not humans, of course. Starfish in this case, but you know, crazy.
Gabe!
Patrick is going around town helping people with literally like everything inside his body, and everyone is loving him.
It's Patrick.
Has he been working out?
Patrick does an obvious fake out joke where the organs thinks he's seeing them, but he's actually looking at a bag of chips. Patrick runs away from his organs and ends up at the junkyard from one of the best episodes I've seen in this show, and his head is unfortunately very magnetic.
Come back!
No way! I like my new body!
The organs glaze him for a little bit, and Patrick barfs up his household objects to eat his organs and become normal again.
And one said...
This one was an episode, for sure. A bat flies into their window as they are playing a board game, and after Patrick's head leaves his head, and Patrick tries kissing the bat, it starts flying around everywhere before getting electrocuted.
It says Agnes Steelhead is coming to visit.
Unfortunately, it's her grandmother and Bunny's mother, so I can only imagine how this character is going to be.
Brought me weird gifts.
She spawns in behind Patrick's dad as he's shit-talking her. She immediately starts being unlikable and annoying. You know, what a surprise.
Patrick, was it?
Squidina is apparently 8 years old now. She now gotta go through some magic witch trials. Also the witch don't like Patrick and Cecil. We see a flashback scene with some great colors yet again, as Bunny talks about how she never got any powers.
Really think I'm a witch, Grandma?
One can only hope.
Squidina tries using a magic wand. It doesn't go very well, and she sets Granny Tentacles' house on fire, so that's good at least.
Eye of Newt! Pimple of Newt!
She keeps trying to learn magic, and it's just not very interesting at all. Like, this episode is not very good. Also, there's free slappies now.
Grandpat, ready for witch finding.
I mean, I'm taking Grandpat's side here, and that's how you know it's bad. Actually, I'm not even on his side. I don't care who wins. Just stop being mean to Patrick, bro. He did nothing.
Yeah, with magic.
Everything in this show looks good. Like, it's actually crazy how hard the artists are going on like everything from small stuff in the background to items we see and different art styles. I just wish the rest of the show was as good.
Darling, do you have an outlet where I can charge my wand?
I looked away for like 1 second and now Patrick looks like this. Anyways, Annoying Witch is kicked out and now they do some fourth wall stuff.
Movie magic. Like this!
This one sucked. There's like 3 episodes left. I'ma power through them right now. Granny Tentacles breaks in to shut Patrick up and we get this frame, which is kinda funny.
Wait, she's a new character.
She then starts trash talking the show, which the audience likes a lot. That was jarring. I don't know which kind of art style was used for the island there, but it looked different and threw me off. Don't look bad though. Granny Tentacles now has a fan club who are shouting her catchphrases outside her house. People finding her funny is about as realistic as that Sponge Boomer joke in the mid-season finale.
Phew!
The people keep breaking into her house and saying non-funny meta jokes, and she escapes in her car as Slappy hangs under it.
Aren't you the bus driver?
The slapstick can be pretty good at times. Probably can't show a lot of it since copyright is crazy, but that was alright. Bro thinks she Ren and Stimpy. Matter of fact, why on earth were the people in this show not on the Ren and Stimpy reboot? It would probably have like fit so much better. The car chase scene goes on for a while. Some more explosions and then we actually get a good joke-ish.
I turned on the subtitles.
I was actually confused myself when they popped up, and in a nice continuation of the joke, they fall when he turns them off, since they were standing on them. Pretty creative.
Let's go! Just wait till you see what you...
Nah, next episode. Oh great, this episode. I heard a lot about it when it came out with the whole nostalgia critic thing. Let's see if they dunk on Mr. Enter as well.
Wrong. More like, don't try this.
So they kinda got me there, I can't lie. I mean, I'm mostly saying that the show isn't funny, I don't care about cartoon logic that much, but they still got me.
It's trash. Ugh, the bubble baths reviews.
My intro clears. So Bubble Bass is reviewing the Patrick Star show today. I mean, I'm excited to see if we have the same, like, points.
Wait. You're not supposed to.
Alright bro, we lost the plot. Bubble Bass finds the right clip and then starts complaining about fire underwater and says he hopes someone gets fired for this.
Patrick's tooth-shaped mystery shall never be solved.
Oh shit, he might actually be me. Nah, cause taking the character I really dislike and don't wanna see in any of the shows and having him parody SpongeBob reviewers like me, that's kinda cold.
Traveling left to right. The shots don't hook up.
This is either some obscure ass reference to a review, or they're just having him complain about things that no one complains about in real life.
Only losers work in animation.
What point are we even trying to make here? Have Bubble Bass say the show isn't funny, or like, go in on Patrick Star's family and I might actually start to like him.
Fire! The Patrick Show is a crime against humanity.
Is this Mr. Enter? Bubble Bass starts listing off people who should go to jail and then starts talking to his toys.
They make me so angry!
Nice argument. Unfortunately, I have depicted you as the Bubble Bass and myself as the Patrick. Wouldn't let that happen to me. Gee, I was about to say something crazy, wait. I don't know, let's keep going.
All the things the Patrick Show is doing wrong so we can fix.
Surely, bro. Now Patrick and Squidina have made a review show where they review Bubble Bass's reviews.
The show where we review Bubble Bass reviews.
Can we start doing this here? Like, someone reviews my review and then I review their review of my review, and then we get like an infinite money glitch going.
Episode 41. Catch up.
This episode is just kinda cringe. People don't like our show, so now I'm gonna have them be the Bubble Bass. I'm not offended or anything, but I just don't think it's very good or accurate satire. It's not like taking up people's actual criticism of the show, but yeah. Unfortunately, Bunny works at the prison, so she's here with Patrick. I mean, otherwise the premise wouldn't work, but I still don't like her.
Boss, come on in.
I maybe should have watched this episode before my prison video that I, like, just dropped, but 1, I didn't know it existed, and 2, this is the Patrick Star show, so we should avoid it like the plague for all lore purposes.
Sockeye Sammy? Hey, what gift?
Patrick gets tricked by this guy into swapping clothes as Patrick twerks, of course, and now he's stuck in here.
I'm free.
Oh, Patrick!
Of course Bunny thinks it's Patrick and she lives with him as Patrick gets bullied in jail by some inmates that we have seen in other jail appearances. Patrick goes to the cafeteria, yet again, might have been useful for the video. Also, Sticky Fins and Dorsal Dan are both in the background, which is cool.
I bet you can't eat 100 trays.
That's not your voice, bro. The prisoners start betting on how many trays Patrick can eat, and bro just keeps going as we cut away, unfortunately.
Boot souffle with garbage au rotten.
The criminal, who I forgot the name of, can't not eat, since that would make like everyone suspicious. So he has to eat this boot and he runs to the bathroom. He escapes into the studio and mistakes the portal door for the back door as we cut back to the prison where Patrick eats the 100th tray.
There goes my bail money.
That's pretty funny. Patrick is now stamped and everyone likes him. Kinda wanted to see what he went through in there. Now he has to start the Patrick Star show as Quidina understands exactly what's going on but just don't care.
For my bunion massage.
Cut back to the prison, bro. This is enough for the guy and he starts traveling to China and then they listen to me and cut away.
Keep quiet. We don't want the guards to hear us.
It works out well for them as Patrick starts eating the ground. I don't know why these two are portrayed as tricking him or something here. He has already proven he will eat anything.
It's safe. Adios, kid.
Patrick's family goes to prison for a vacation. This episode was a decent way to end the season, I guess. I found it like alright. I'm gonna pass away from editing this shit.